Almost there. One more setting. And one more piece of the unique is operational.
One down, 1 million to go. Speaking of which, boss, I found exactly none of the parts you wanted. A whole day at the junk pile, and all I turn up are a locker and some stupid conduits. Maybe next time. Boss, are you sure you got those settings right?
That came from down in engineering. Let's go. There's no time for that. There's no time.
Boss, maybe we should see what's happening in engineering?
There's no time for that. We need to get to engineering. There's no time for that.
Boss?
Crispin, get behind me. Who are you and what do you want?
Power.
I think he wants the power core, boss.
Stop right there. This ship belongs to me.
Forfeit. Enemy. Plunder.
I don't think he's too keen on private property.
Get away from the power core.
Forfeit.
Boss? Boss? Horatio? Come on, Horatio, wake up!
Ugh.
Whew, you're okay.
What happened?
Well, Big Ugly threw you out of the ship. And then he said plunder. Again. And then he left with our power core.
Assad.
Yep.
How much charge have you got?
10%. You?
I'll be fine. We just need to get the emergency generator up and running.
Or we could just go to Metropole, city of glass and light. Free energy for one and all.
Don't believe everything you hear. Metropole is trouble. But if you want to go, you've got free will and a maglev unit.
With that guilt subroutine you put in me, I wouldn't even make it halfway.
Actually, with a 10% charge, you wouldn't even get that far. So I suggest we get the generator working.
You and your projects.
Man built us to build, Crispin. Now, come on.
Is that really the best idea you can come up with, boss?
I must have dropped the data pouch when I was thrown out of the unique. Assad, its memory got wiped. Easy enough to have the good old junk pile's coordinates back in, though. I can't pick that up.
Now, I'm not a fancy engineer like you, boss, but it seems like the unique isn't gonna fly without its tail on.
It's one of the unique's turbines.
The big engine that couldn't.
I can't move this without some kind of crane, which I certainly don't have time to build now.
Is that a gumball machine?
No, it's a robot's head.
Ah, I wanted a gumball. I wanted a gumball.
Nothing worth salvaging. Crispin, when I told you to find a new spark plug, did you just shove my conductive putty into the old one?
Maybe.
No wonder the generator isn't working. At least the putty is still good. There's supposed to be a power-bearing conduit between this socket and the ship, but I never got around to putting one together.
Now who's the procrastinator?
There's supposed to be a power... It's the generator's ignition switch. It's not going to do anything until the generator's fixed. It's not... It's the Unique's tag. Without it, I'd have never known the ship's name.
Apparently, building a giant airship doesn't require proper spelling.
Apparently not. A sturdy cable. Blasted leaking gasket.
Is it blasted or leaking?
I've tried patching this a dozen different ways without success. Some very sticky grease. I can't just scoop it up. It's a segment of Gordium electrical conduit. It's pitch black in there. What was I thinking, leaving all my lanterns up there? There's no way I can reach that. The hatch is unresponsive. I'll need at least 5 pieces to be able to build a conduit long enough to run the generator to the Unique. It's a data cable, not a power cable.
You know, boss, if you're ever wondering what I would do, feel free to just ask.
I'll keep that in mind.
If that red light went off, I bet the train would start going.
Crispin, sometimes I think you're trying to get me to waste time.
Who, me?
Looks like some kind of lockbox. It's locked tight. There's a piece of Gordium conduit way back there. I can't reach the conduit. It's closed. It's locked tight. It's 3 pieces of Gordium conduit. Unfortunately, one of them is completely corroded and worthless.
Boss, just think of all the brothers and sisters you could make for me from all that junk.
One of you is more than enough. It's just scrap. still red.
How do you think a train wound up out here, boss?
Maybe they brought it here by boat.
Very funny.
Looks like an old P2, or is it a P3? I picked it clean years ago. Endless junk. There's a piece of Gordium conduit way back there. The cable's far too long to be useful. It's a cable, not a lasso.
How do you think a train...
Maybe a small lump of electrically conductive putty. It's not sticky enough to help. Not a bad idea, but it can't carry enough of a charge, and it isn't sticky enough to hold them in place. Looks like some kind of lock. It's just the putty's sticky enough already. Crispin, can you go in there and get that piece of conduit?
I suppose. That would have been a lot easier with hands, boss.
Five segments of Gordium conduit. It won't work until they're locked together. Not a bad idea, but it can't carry enough of a charge. That's never going to... The generator is missing a spark plug. I doubt that will have any effect.
I'd love to help, boss, but I'm all mouth and no hands.
All it would do is gum them up, not hold them together. It's a data cable. Without power from the ship, the telescope won't work.
Bad timing with those repairs, huh, boss?
This is no time for sitting around. An old captain's chair. I moved it here from navigation. It's too dark to see the ladder rungs. A large observational telescope. little sliver left before the moon wanes entirely.
Well, I'm glad we're not the only ones running out of power.
Same old moon.
Strange clouds, huh, boss? Strange.
The data pouch is registered to me. The data pouch. How would that even work?
I wanted a gumball.
I doubt that will happen. I can't move this without some kind of crane.
Now you just have to put those conduits together, huh, boss? Hop on, boss. I'll fly us to the moon.
Very funny.
Boss, instead of digging through junk for hidden parts, why don't we dig through the unique for hidden tools?
Exactly what tool did you have in mind?
The plasma torch, boss. I'm sure we could find it if we looked hard enough.
I'm sure we could, since all I did was slide it somewhere down where you can't reach it.
If I can't reach it, why don't you tell me where it is?
No.
So, what exactly do we need to fix the generator?
Some conduit and a new spark plug.
Abort. Retry. Fail. Definitely fail. Please don't retry. Boss, don't we have some kind of lantern we can use for going inside the unique? Because there's no way I'm going in there in the dark. Not unless there's a gynoid waiting for me, that is. Sorry, boss. I've got sand in my audio receptors. I'll let you know when it's out. Boss, maybe we should try to get back inside the unique and make sure everything's okay? Okay, I think I know what to do, but I'll give it to you in code. After all, I don't want to spoil the surprise. Faba Slew 135, Gabba Slew 122, Mabba...
Crispin, that's not code. That's just gibberish.
You always ruin everything, boss.
Could you grab that lantern?
Sure thing, boss.
You know, I always wanted to be able to fly. That's why I built you with a maglev unit.
Not so that you could store tools on hard-to-reach ledges?
Well, that too.
That's way too big for me to get, boss, and you know it.
It's the gospel of man.
Going to pray for a miracle, boss?
We are man's miracle, Crispin. Let's hope that's enough. I don't need to bring these with me.
After all, boss, life is stranger than fiction.
Bedtime reading.
So that's where you keep it.
Why were you looking for my plasma torch?
No reason.
This is no time for a nap,
I still don't see why I don't get a bed.
because you have a flat bottom to rest on.
Boss, were you checking out my bottom? That piece of sheet metal really ties the room together, boss.
I can't pick that up. The controls for this hatch are unresponsive. The control pad for the deck access ladder. Good thing there's still some power in the circuit.
Boss, shouldn't you have thought of that before coming down here? We could have been stuck.
I could have just ridden you back to the deck.
Really?
No, routing that much power to your maglev unit would cause it to explode.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, I couldn't find a working fuse to solve the problem.
I'm a floating bomb. I'm a floating bomb. Sweet.
Time for a little welding.
Wow, that was easier than I thought it would be.
I'll need to get a closer look to see how it fits together. The generator is missing a spark plug. I can't see anything. Let's see if this works.
Is that a spark plug, boss? Who locks up a spark plug?
Actually, I think that box was some kind of machine.
You killed it!
Recycled it. It's a reinforced steel.
I thought we were in trouble when Big Ugly stole our core. But just like that, problem solved.
The problem is not solved.
Well, I agree. The noise leaves something to be desired.
This is an emergency generator, Crispin.
Well, it was an emergency, boss.
It only runs for a few days, if that.
Oh. Well, do we have another one?
No, which means it still is an emergency.
Well, in that case, first dibs on the recharge station. So, what's the plan, boss?
We need to recover our power core.
Or we could just take the train to Metropole and live in luxury.
First of all, there is no train to Metropole. And second, even with full charges, we can't just walk there. But more importantly, I hate that city. It's in my core logic. I don't know why, but I can't change it.
Okay. In that case, can you just make us a new power core?
Yes, but I need some kind of strong energy source for that.
Can you just make one of those too? I'm just asking.
No. but somewhere around here are the plans for an energy sensor.
That's awfully convenient.
I designed it a long time ago, before I made you. I even found a sodium iodide crystal to use in the sensor, though man alone knows where it's buried now. A collection of product manuals, how-to guides, and technical treatises.
Do you think the sensor design might be in here?
No, these are all books I scavenged. It's the Unique's recharging station. We're fine on energy, for now. Crispin, why is your diary still scattered all over the floor?
Are you going to keep nagging me until we run out of power, boss?
Yes. It's Crispin's log. In order to preserve his privacy and my sanity, I've avoided reading it.
Hey, boss, what do all these buttons and switches do?
I think there's some sort of defense mechanisms, but I can't figure them out. I've never been able to figure it out. The original designs for Crispin.
Hey, there are arms here! An awesome set of tractor treads!
I went with a maglev unit instead, and I never could find good arms. The original designs for Crispin.
Come, join us in Metropole.
That is where our power core should be shedding its light silently.
There's nothing I can do with it until I have some kind of power source.
Together, let us begin a new Primordia.
It's pretty great how you can plug this radio in anywhere, huh, boss?
Too bad there's nothing on it.
Weary wanderers, come. Weary wanderers, come. Join us in Metropole.
It's a universal interface
City
plug
of
connecting the
glass
antenna
and
to the
light.
radio.
Our energy is shared
I bet I can
with
find a
all.
better use for this plug.
Here is haven.
But now we can't listen to the sweet voice of Metropole.
I guess that makes two birds. Nothing more to do with it. A computer terminal. It fits, but there's no point unless I connect the plug to something else first. How would that even work? A simple computer. Let's cut a little cable off. It needs a sodium iodide crystal to be useful. A simple computer. There's the design. I'll put the keynotes into my data pouch.
How does it even work?
The crystal pulses when it absorbs energy. The cable carries the pulse to the computer. The computer decodes the information and displays it on the monitor.
Boss, where are we going to find a working computer?
The Unique is full of them.
Oh, right.
The energy sensor requires a sodium iodide crystal connected to a cable, which in turn needs to be connected to a CPU and a monitor. The energy It's Crispin's to-do list. Funny how it never gets any shorter.
That's your fault, boss, not mine.
It's Crispin's.
That's...
I can't pick that up.
That piece of
Aha! Here's the crystal.
right under our noses. That is, if we had noses.
sodium iodide crystal. It pulses when exposed to energy. I need something to hold it in place to carry the charge. The crystal lit up a little bit when it got close. I need something to hold.
Ooh, look at the pretty colors! Are you really trying to build us an energy sensor from a bunch of garbage?
Crispin, I built you from a bunch of garbage.
From spare parts, boss. Spare parts.
Well, just goes to show. Garbage in, greatness out. The sensor's detecting energy at these coordinates. The sensor's detecting energy at these coordinates. Now we just need to check out these coordinates.
But didn't you just tell me we don't have enough power to go walking all over the dunes?
No, I said we couldn't walk to Metropole. Anyway, most of these are close by.
But what if it's picking up, oh, I don't know, a radioactive rust monster?
A what?
Or a giant cannibal robot?
There's no such thing.
Or an unexploded bomb?
I highly doubt that.
Or a giant lightning storm?
Okay. You're right. We need to know what's out there before we take off. It's just a matter of figuring out how.
Why is nothing easy?
I can think of one reason.
Weren't you just saying the other day that the telescope uses geo-coordinates?
Good thinking. Nothing of interest there. I don't think that would be wise. Yet another reason that besotting robot should be reduced to scrap. An old rag.
Wow, first the power core and now a rag. This is not your day.
Nothing but radioactive waste. We can't salvage anything from that.
Boss? That looks like a giant cannibal robot to me.
It looks promising is what it looks like.
And with that, poor doomed Horatio stuck his head into the giant's mouth.
That's strange. The sensor detected an energy source in the junk pile. Maybe we should go look more carefully. Radioactive waste. It's pitch black.
Boss, that's because the telescope's pointing straight down at the deck.
Oh. Strange. There's some kind of odd device surrounded by glass. Whatever that machine is, it must be throwing off some kind of energy.
Why do I not like the sound of this?
Hey, Crispin, I bet I could fix that old bot up pretty quickly.
Are you kidding me, boss? Look at him, he's ready to go postal any minute.
What are you talking about?
Those beady little eyes, the flat, emotionless face, and his head. It's like a toaster. And you know that toasters are evil.
Fine, fine, you win. It's not like we have time to go building robots right now anyway. Nothing worth salvaging.
What about that big glass bowl?
Yeah, I could slap some duct tape on it and wear it over my head. I don't think so. It's a giant sheet of obsidian. Something must have melted the sand here a long time ago. Maybe that bomb? Better just to leave it alone. Looks like some kind of armored robot.
I sure hope he's friendly.
Welcome, wanderer of the wide wastes. Lost one, pilgrim. Welcome once more to the shrine to man, our lord and builder. I am ever faithful Leopold, steward of the shrine, preacher of the humanist creed, and I am once more at thy service.
Once more? I don't remember ever meeting you. I'm Horatio Nullbuilt, version 5.
5 is a righteous number, holy before man, for 5 were the primordial stewards, built by men to safeguard the last lost city of Metropole. But I met thy first version and thy third. Thou camest in thy infancy in wrath confusion, denouncing the shrine as a weapon once turned against thee. Later, thou returnest, penitent, and I taught thee the mysteries of humanism. Yet, though memory be fleeting, faith endureth.
What is that thing?
That thing, oh, defile not thy tongue, wanderer. Yon shrine is a relic of the Primordium, ancient and glorious, imbued with man's power, it changed the very sand to crystal.
Did he just say power?
Yes, yes he did. I am also a humanist.
So I taught thee, wanderer. If thou hast kept the faith, then unto this shrine thou mayest pay devotion. But this is the relic for the adept, not the neophyte, wanderer. And I must know that thou hast not fallen into darkness and heresy. Answer me these questions 3, that I may know thou art faithful still. Why are we here?
Because man created us.
Indeed. What is man?
The first builder.
Nay, but he is not the first builder. For first he spake, and spake the word, and 'twas the word that built the code. Go now and study the teachings of man.
I'm ready to be tested again.
Answer me these questions, 3. I may know thou art faithful still. Why are we here?
Because man created us.
Indeed, what is man?
A perfect machine.
Thou answerest simple, but the simplest answer may be the truest, and here thou speakest truly. With what duty did man charge us?
To maintain the world.
Yea, brother, for it is written that man said unto the machines, keep this world, tend it, and make it flourish. That, then, is our first and foremost charge. So thou hast studied the catechism. I shall question thee on that matter no more. But tell me, wanderer, dost thou know thyself? Who art thou?
Horatio Nobilt, version 5.
Nay, wanderer, but thou art not. Though thou callest the sun the moon, yet still it is the sun. Horatio is the name thou wearest, but it is not thee. Know thyself, then return.
I know my name.
Who art thou?
I am what I am.
An elliptic answer, I wonder, and untrue. Man alone is his own essence. Know thyself, then.
I know
Who art?
one of man's works.
Thou speakest truly, wanderer, but incompletely. For if thou wert naught by one of man's works, then what difference betwixt thee and junkyard scrap? Know thyself, then. Who art?
A free robot.
I wonder free thou art, for man created thee free to revere him. But many are free, and yet are not thee. Know thyself, then return.
We should ask Ever Faithful about the robot who stole our power core, boss. If only to hear him say knave and forthwith. What would man do, boss? We should ask Ever Faithful about giving us some power.
Man's creation.
That is one big robot.
Then it must have a big power core.
I'm pretty sure he wants to eat me, boss.
Robots don't eat, Crispin.
Look how he's staring at me.
It's not staring at anything.
No, not yet anyway.
Well, we have to find a way to get at its power core. Let's look around. It's corroded, but I can't break into it with my bare hands. There is a band of corroded metal on this fingertip. If I could break it off, I might be able to get at the robot's power cables.
Boss, are you really gonna cut that finger off?
Just the tip,
Why?
to see if we can get at power cables to tap into.
You sure you're not just torturing the poor guy?
No, but to tell you the truth, for some reason I don't like the look of him.
That's what I've been saying all along, boss.
Just let me concentrate. Bugs and glitches. There are no power lines running through here at all. All that for a rusty fingertip.
Can it generate power?
No.
Just checking.
A giant fingertip made of corroded steel. That's never going to work. Is that a mouth or some kind of doorway?
Either way, I'm steering clear of it.
Anyone home? Crispin, help me take a look at these vents. It looks like the robot is circulating air through these vents.
That is one. That.
Good old Crispin.
Just count to 1,000, Crispin. He's not going to eat you. You're too fast for him.
Are you talking to yourself?
No.
I can't reach, and I'd like to get a closer look anyway.
Where would I carry it?
There's no way I can reach that.
Boss, how in the world are we gonna find a power source in all this junk?
How would that even work? Crispin, any guesses where the power source we detected might be?
Does in your boot sector count as a guess?
No.
Then no.
I doubt that will have any effect. I doubt that will... I picked it clean year... Still locked. Better just to leave it alone. That's never going... No need to cut it again. Totally I can't see anything to do with it. What would I do with a fingertip full of grease?
Give it to a robot who likes to drink grease in exchange for a magic looking glass?
What?
It's called being genre savvy, boss.
That could cause the whole unique to go up in smoke. I don't want to get that dirty. There's no reason to cut that, or burn it, or weld it. It's the unique's tag. That's never going to... It's the... I need to plug them into a computer. I'm looking for a power source, and I detected one here. Can you help? This is a matter of life and death.
Power is not mine to bestow, Wanderer. It is the gift of man, yea, the very spark of life in our iron shells. Who am I to usurp that sacred power?
I'm not sure I was clear.
Nay, thou wert clear, wanderer, but thy question leads only to darkness. Ask another.
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has large claws that shoot lasers. Have you seen it? It stole something of mine.
Indeed, the very thing passed this way scarce hours ago. With a gentle hand I bestowed a gift upon the heathen, a relic from yon shrine. So tamed it hied hence unto the waste.
Really? Where did it go?
I followed the thing for many miles, exhorting it to follow the path of righteousness. But I fear it was unready for enlightenment, for it struck me down with a beam of energy.
That sounds familiar.
Do you know where it was heading?
Indeed, wanderer, its way was clear. It sought to return to the den of iniquity that once in mine own youth I fled.
And where is that?
Set thy path in the 73rd degree, and thou shalt find it. Thy destination is a dome arising from the waste. Go, but keep with thee the word of man, lest wickedness lead thee astray.
I know my name.
Who art thou?
I am.
An elliptic man will know that.
Whoa, look at all this wrecked stuff. Do you think Big Ugly did all this?
No. Whatever happened here happened a long time ago. It's some kind of broken down android. There's a radio transmitter in here. Empty. Something must have damaged this robot's head. I wonder what happened. We might be able to learn something from such a primitive robot design.
Like how to build a power core?
Very funny. Ah, there's a basic targeting CPU in here, and it's still intact.
Let's just hope there aren't any incoming space invaders or missiles that the gun was supposed to take care of. Hey boss, can I have that big gun for an arm?
Spare me your fantasies, Crispin.
Hey boss.
Looks like a bunker made of concrete and steel, but what is it guarding? There's nothing worth bothering with.
Strange
Same old moon. Same old... Broken down machine parts. They're completely corroded and worthless. Completely...
Oh, are these the kind of treads you were going to use in my original design?
Not exactly. Nothing worth salvaging. Anyone home?
Maybe it's voice activated and password locked.
Open. No luck. Unlock. No luck.
I bet if the giant robot opened his mouth, he'd try to eat us. Still, I kind of want to make him open his mouth, just to see him try to catch me. I may not be big, but I'm fast.
Are you through?
Yes, sir.
A fairly basic CPU. A pretty basic radio transmitter. Looks like its battery is dead. I need to plug them into a computer. There's no reason to cut that. Nothing worth selling. Broken down machine parts. They're completely corroded and worthless.
So, boss, are you ever gonna try and find that rag you knocked loose? It can't have gone far.
There's nothing more of value in there.
Are we there yet?
Are we where yet?
Wherever it is we're going.
No. I doubt that will happen. I doubt. I doubt that. I doubt. Anyone home?
I think I see a giant brain?
Can you reach it?
No, the duct gets too narrow.
There's no way I can. It looks like the robot is circulating air through these vents. There's no way I can. There's no way I. Crispin, try putting this in the robot's nose.
Why? I'm not sticking things up that nose just for the sake of it, boss.
The transmitter isn't turning on. A pretty basic radio transmitter. Looks like its battery is dead. Crispin, try putting this.
Why? I'm not.
Crispin, try shoving this into that vent.
There's something ironic about that. Ironic and disturbing.
It's plugging the duct.
I think I see a giant.
Can you read?
No.
There's no way I can. Crispin, try putting the.
Why? I'm not.
Crispin, try.
Why? I'm not.
I found the dome you described, but it is closed up. Do you know how to get in?
Nay, Wanderer, for never did I plan to return down that dark path.
I know. Horatio.
Nay, though that rate no.
Boss, let's go look around engineering some more. Something useful always seems to turn up there.
An ancient liquid crystal display. A Quentin Questron LCD monitor. CPU and a monitor. The transmitter isn't turning on.
Well, boss, you did it again.
It's a mobile energy sensor. I just need to wave it over something to see if it has a power source. It's not detecting any energy. It's not detecting it.
Hey, you found something.
There's no way I can reach that. Crispin, go and see if you can find the power source.
You have got to be kidding me.
What is it?
A battery. A besotting battery. Maybe someday the transmitter will give us a power source in return, huh, boss?
Very funny. A pretty basic radio transmitter. By playing with the settings, I can send up to a 4-digit signal.
Ah! That buzzing is driving me crazy, boss!
There's no way I can reach. Crispin, try putting this in the robot's nose.
Why? I'm not sticking thing.
There's no way I can reach. A giant fingertip made of corroded steel. No response. I can't reach, and I'd like to get a close.
Ooh, good idea, boss. Maybe it's remote controlled.
Crispin, get back. No luck. No luck. Empty. Empty. A large M.
Or maybe a rotated E. Or an upside down W.
Ah. I know. One of
Thou speakest truly, wanderer, but incompletely. Know thyself.
Goodbye.
Fare thee.
Frankly, that was ridiculous.
Something must be wrong with this language processing unit.
That's the least of his problems, boss. A shrine? That thing's a giant bomb. And I thought you were crazy about that humanist stuff.